Hey guys, I want to say thank you for 200 subs since I didn't really say thanks. It really means a lot to me. I spawned in and my dad seems to be quite tall at 6'0", and I seem to have a quite decent number of siblings. They just don't seem to be around though, not as if it matters. As always, he'll start off by making armor for myself. Now that I've gotten 5 bones, which is enough for the wolf headrest and the chest plate, I'll need plant fibers to make rope now. Now that I've gotten bone armor, it'll work on getting a tunic, which costs 2 cloth and 1 rope. Now I've got the tunic raising my defense points up by 10, which is pretty solid for a shirt that's made of plant fibers. Now I'll provide for my family by placing some roads so we can run faster and do tasks faster. Then I noticed that my leader's being slaughtered by what seems a barbarian with full bronze armor. So I warned my sibling to run, but they didn't seem to see my message, but I had no time to let them know, so I had to run. Then the barbarian came in and started attacking my sibling, so I took the chance to run since the barbarian was distracted. I got away and hid behind the castle walls so the barbarian wouldn't see me, but if they zoom out, they'll see me and I'd be cooked. But surprisingly, it worked out. I went back to check if my siblings dropped any valuable loot, but it already seems like it despawned, which is quite disappointing. At this point, I had no other way but to move from this base because it's already obvious that someone will raid it again. Then I found this abandoned base that seems to be in shambles. But then I had an idea, since there's certain structure that you can build to let you access high-up places, I decided to build a base on the mountains. Now that I've built walls, I can now start building a base here and hopefully raise some children. Only flaw from living on top of a mountain is that you can't plant tree saplings or rocks don't spawn by. And going back up is quite tiresome. But for me, it doesn't matter because it's all for the aesthetics. First build I'm starting off with is a house because your boy needs a roof to sleep under. Now that I'm done with the house, I can now sleep comfortably with my children and, imaginary wife. Now I'm going to be working on a windmill because food should be, if not the most prioritized thing in this game, especially due to how fast your hunger and thirst drains in this game. Right when I was working my hardest. A barbarian comes. Yup, the same one that destroyed my family and my soul. Of course I ran because there's no way I'm winning against a pay-to-win ass barbarian. God, I hate you, specimen. He killed them. He killed the peaceful living family, and now I'm next. Luckily, this big-ass mountain saved me and prevented the barbarian from seeing me and possibly hunting me down for 10 minutes straight, right? Luckily, my son wasn't a total idiot and actually hid from the barbarian and came out alive. But right now, I wish his dumb ass was dead, being a spoiled brat yelling at his father for food. Respect your elders, you piece of shit, son. So only right thing to do is give him raw meat because that's all I had, but his ass just wanted to complain, so I just let him cry his ass off. We almost just got our life taken away, and my ugly troglodyte son wants to act this way. Then this afro turd brain started taking my well-earned logs and stone out of my fucking wagon. So only normal thing to do was to whack his dumb ass with my club till he learns his lesson. Sadly, I'm still missing one more log. So like usual, I go out to get one more, but that degenerate barbarian comes back for more like any dodo-brained barbarian would. Right as I thought he was gone, I stay behind just to make sure he was really gone. But nope, his dumb ass was going around the mountain, and then he spots me. And you might wonder, Fear, where in the world are you? In the fucking desert trying to run because I looped his ass around this giant mountain for 10 whole fucking minutes. God, never have I had such experience with a barbarian before. Luckily, he wasn't exploiting, so I'd actually have a chance. Thankfully, his persistent barbarian ass let me go and delayed so much progress from my base. Oh well, at least I'm still alive. Now I'm gonna start setting up the road system and walls. Now I'm gonna gather up resources. Since my son's now old enough, I'm tasking him to gather resources for me since it's getting quite tiring. In the meanwhile, I'll finish setting up the walls and roads. Now me and my son have gotten a ton of rocks, we'll start building them. I was cooking dough when I found out my son got kicked and his brother died also. Guess I lost my helper. Then a few minutes later, the tribe next to us started attacking my son, but it was too late. I killed the tribe member, but I wasn't able to save my son, poor thing. So I gathered his armor and stored it so when he'd come back, he could retrieve it. God, I wish this wagon had more storage. Getting all this stone is quite tiring with a stone pickaxe. They should maybe buff it considering it's the only harvesting tool in-game currently. Finally, I'm done with the walls. Now I just gotta finish building this pointless house that I placed for no reason. Then I was going to get logs so I could finish up the house till this pesky barbarian came up to me and asked me for my tunic. And giving him the tunic was the biggest mistake of my life. He followed me home, and then he took the chance that I was vulnerable, and my son wasn't around, so he attacked me and killed me. All that base progress gone to waste by a barbarian. At this point, I'm never trusting barbarians anymore.